What's going on, everybody? Gunner here. I'm getting ready to film a video, and I've tried to film this intro like 10 times, and I'm trying to fit way too much stuff into it. So I'm making 2 posts here. But what I want to do real quick is showcase these Zap-A-Gap single-use tubes. Now, the reason why I got into using these is because I've used the brushable Zap-A-Gap. You know, you unscrew it and you got a little brush applicator for like years, like 5 years. It's kind of my favorite applicator. So I've always kind of dealt with the issue that it'll seize up every once in a while. Literally the CA will cure to the threads of the topper and you can't get the thing unstuck. Take a pair of pliers to it, maybe you can extend the life a little bit, but it's basically always going to get stuck again. Now there are a few solutions. You'll hear some guys, you know, you can hit those threads with some wax and kind of put a protective coating on that. And if you do it frequently enough, it won't seize up. But a different solution is to change kind of your application altogether. So if you've seen my videos over the past, I don't know, 3 months now, I've been using these little single-use applicators for CA plus and medium kind of viscosity. And I absolutely love these bloody things. And when you screw this topper on there, it's just open all the time. And you just put it on your desk, open, and it won't cure up, it won't seize up. It'll be good for like 1 or 2 weeks plus. I don't actually know because I use all of it because I tie a little bit too frequently. But the cool thing about these, I think you get 5 of them in a pack. And so if you're somebody who's a recreational tire, and you're somebody who uses this as a head cement, especially, and it's absolutely probably the best head cement if you tie with mono thread, but also if you tie with a lot of synthetics because they plastic weld and bind like permanently forever. It creates literally a solid ball of plastic when that stuff cures. You always have access to super glue when you need it. You don't have, you know, a brand new bottle that you use twice that you don't have access to. Now, aside from the fact that those are cool and I carry them and you can check them out, I want to show you how to open them. Okay, and that might sound like a dumb thing to show on YouTube, but trust me, there's a way to do it right and a way to do it wrong. So intuitively, you think, well, I'll hold this up. The air, if there's any trapped air, it'll get to the top. When I screw it down and it breaks through that little film, then there won't be any trapped air in it, right? And that sounds great. Problem with that is when you squeeze this out, you're physically going to deform that little aluminum or whatever that metal is that it's encased in. You're going to plastically deform it. You're going to change the internal volume, and you can't unchange it. So whatever you deform the volume, that much super glue is going to come out. And if you don't need that much, it's just going to keep coming and keep coming. The way you actually want to do it is kind of backwards from what you'd expect. So, excuse me. So get a little rag out, paper towel, anything, just to catch any extra glue that's going to fall here, and open the thing upside down. Literally open it upside down. You want all the trapped air up here in the top. You're just going to squeeze that. Obviously, I'm not squeezing that, just holding it as loose as I can. Going to break that seal. Now I got just a little bubble. It didn't even drip. It didn't even drip out of there. I have wasted 0. I'm just going to kind of brush that off. Now, I have a perfectly clean applicator. Absolutely perfect clean. And what's awesome about this is I have a small pocket of trapped air in there. Now, when I squeeze against this little metal film here, I'm going to be pushing against an air pocket. And the air pocket's going to push the glue out, and then it's going to come back into the bottle. And that it's going to stop you from deforming the housing, and it's going to allow you to squeeze out a little bit and then suck it back in, and squeeze out a little bit and suck it back in. That is what I found to be the simplest solution and the best kind of form of Zap-A-Gap for my tying, now that I don't tie commercially all the time. And I hope for you guys who just tie recreationally for fun, once a week, once every other week, once a month, or maybe you go into a little spurt where you tie, you know, every day pre-season and then you kind of take summer off. These little single-use tubes guarantee that you always have it when you need it. That little trick for opening it upside down will stop you from plastically deforming it and getting super glue all over the place and creating a massive mess. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you check those out. If you use it in your tying, I think that's one of the best ways to use it. So, have a good one. See ya.